Mike,
Luke.
are you having a holly jolly Christmas?
Probably just jolly. There's not a lot of holly.
There's not a lot of holly. Well, I think you should come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs, and spread some Christmas cheer by singing loud for all to hear. Because to me, you're perfect. But don't shoot your eye out, kid. Otherwise, you'll have to keep the change. You filthy animal.
Yippee-ki-yay.
It's the Lit Holiday Special coming up next on Least Important Things. Welcome to a podcast called Least Important Things, a show about movies, friendship, and finding meaning in the most important of the least important things. I'm your host, Luke Ferris, and today is our first of what I hope to be annual new tradition, the Lit Holiday Special. Much like countless holiday-themed TV episodes, celebrity-infused movies, or special programming, we expect this episode will fall flat because of our inept ability to make everything themed Christmas. But we're going to give it our best shot. And joining me today is my little helper, Mike Wynne. Welcome, Mike.
I didn't even read that. I didn't read that part.
This is why you have to read the script ahead of time, because you don't know what little minor insults.
How does Lil spelled?
L-I-L.
There you go. Yeah, Lil helper.
Little helper. Welcome, Mike. Happy holidays. Happy Festivus. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I've got a lot of problems with you people, and you're going to hear about it.
Mike is teasing what is this special, this holiday special. There's no singing, there's no dancing, there's no recital of a Christmas story. It is just an AMA. It's a Ask Us Anything, Ask Me Anything, Ask Mike Anything special.
AMA, Ask Mike
anything. And you guys asked anything, that's for sure. Both holiday, Christmas themed, and some not themed or appropriate. But we will do all of it because we love you, our listeners and viewers. But before we dive into this holiday celebration, whether it's your first time listening or watching, and if it is, wow, strap in, or you're a friend of the show.
What took you so long?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here. Please remember to subscribe wherever you listen to the podcast. Or you can subscribe on YouTube and watch us. Right now, we are in front of a tree, a very holiday-themed tree.
If you're wondering, yes, it is real.
It's real. We don't mess around here. Least important things. We go all out, authentic for you folks. So watch us on YouTube, and you can see the lovely tree behind us. You can also connect with the show at leastimportantthings.com. Email us at leastimportantthings@gmail.com. Folks emailed us their questions. TikTok at Least Important Things, and you can connect with me on Instagram at Luke H. Ferris, where a lot of you answered questions, asked us questions, or on Letterboxd at Luke H. Ferris. We also have a Patreon where you can become a free member to receive email alerts when a new episode is released, video updates, exclusive conversations, and additional information about the episode. For instance, this past fall, we did a GoldenEye episode where Mike did did you do that diagram while we were recording?
I mean, I did it in preparation that like maybe 10 minutes before the recording.
Pretty much right before, but he created a graph paper diagram of the plane jump stunt.
I haven't looked at the
comments.
comments. Did people verify my math?
People liked it. I think the Pirates of the Caribbean theory got a lot of backlash, but I think people appreciated.
So basically what I'm learning is if I want to get aggregated, I need to do bad math.
You need to do bad math.
People aren't interested in good math.
No. People aren't interested in saying great math. That was accurate. People want to call you out for how you were wrong, and that's the internet. But please join us on Patreon. You can see future diagrams that Mike makes, and for the same prices as a cup of coffee, cocoa, or eggnog. Do you like eggnog?
No. Hard no.
I used to as a kid, and then I became an adult. You can become a friend of the show.
Not if you like eggnog.
Not if you like eggnog. You can get a Least Important Thing sticker like the one I have on my laptop. Exclusive content and more special surprises to come. Supporting the show helps us cover the cost of our production tools, our Christmas trees, and helps us make more episodes. Visit patreon.com/least important things to learn more. Most importantly, this is an independent podcast, and the best way you can help the show is by recommending it to somebody. So please, whether you're walking down the sidewalk with a group of carolers or have run out of conversations with your family this holiday season, which is a real possibility, please recommend Least Important Things as a podcast.
I have a story about recommending Least Important Things, actually.
Oh, really? This is great.
So I recommended Least Important Things to a friend recently, my wife. And
friend of the show, Shannon. I've been on the show.
And she did not know about the current fundraising campaign, Patreon fundraising
Patreon,
campaign. Because she said to me, you know what she said to me? She goes, I'm waiting for you guys to do Twilight.
No way.
Yeah, she said, I think you guys need to do Twilight. And I said, well, it's funny you
should ask.
Because if you were a Patreon subscriber,
you will contribute to the potential of having a Twilight episode. If we get 40 members, free or paid, we will be doing.
Wasn't it 45?
40-ish. We'll do marketing math, not engineering math.
Okay.
40-ish. We will do a Twilight rewatch episode. We will also do a reality TV episode. That's another promise that was made to
what?
Audrey's coworkers, work colleagues said they want us to do.
I didn't make that promise.
No, this is you don't have to be part of this.
Okay.
This is not your.
What if I want to be?
You could if you wanted to talk about reality TV. It was just we have to do a reality TV episode. So those are two of the promises. Those can happen if you become a member on Patreon. So I suggest you do it. Also, you can be a part of our AMAs. You can get priority treatment because we don't treat our regular listeners that well. But if you become Patreon members, we definitely treat you well. But you could have your questions answered.
It's debatable if we even treat our Patreon members.
No, not that well. Especially, I know one of them who we'll talk about later. We definitely don't treat him well, and he deserves that. We'll get there. Mike, before we start, I have a little gift for you. It's the season of giving.
No.
It's the season of giving. There is a card. You don't have to read the card, but I think you should just you don't have to read the note.
No, this is not fair because I truthfully
this wasn't in the script.
I didn't know about
that's
this.
Okay. It's more for me than it is you.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. If you can find it. Okay. There's 3 of them in there. They're not poorly. They're poorly wrapped. So,
okay. Oh no!
So it is the Trinity from Jurassic Park.
This is the same picture you have.
Yes. And Pedro Pascal is also on our tree. It's Castle McQuaid. Search that on Instagram or Google. He is a
that's so
pop
good.
artist who, if you've watched any of our episodes on YouTube or our clips, I have an Ian Malcolm typically in the background. This is the Trinity.
This is a magnet.
One is a magnet and 2 are
good.
stickers.
Okay.
This is because he's selling out the rest of his merchandise, so he's basically like, I'm starting fresh.
Okay.
And there was only one Ellie. So
I'm most happy that this is a magnet.
I figured Shannon might be okay with putting Ellie Sadler on the fridge.
She might have done Ian
as well.
Yeah.
So that's a little treat.
Thank you, Louie.
Yeah.
This is great.
That's thanks for being a part of the show and being forced to do so many episodes.
This is great.
There's a card in there. You should open the card.
Okay, all right.
Because it's pretty.
You
funny.
said don't open the card.
Don't read the card.
Oh, okay.
Don't read my part of the card.
Got it.
But
okay, so yes.
So it's from the same artist.
Same artist. Card says, "Dear Mike, your payment salary for being a member of the Least Important Things podcast is never coming.
It's never coming.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
good.
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
Thanks, Luke. This is the card. It's very PJ McQuaid.
Yeah. So Castle McQuaid is his Instagram handle, but he's a great, fantastic graphic artist.
Funny on the back. It's a Barbasol can.
Yes.
With a little ribbon on it.
Yes.
That's good. I do actually better shave Barbasol. So
there you go.
Thanks, Louie.
That's our little Jurassic theme gift that goes all the way back to the origins of this show. It started out rewatching the Jurassic Park franchise,
it's almost like ancient history at this point, or Jurassic.
It is Jurassic history, and now we're here. Answering some of these questions. We've built up this community.
The envelope?
Okay, so here's the backstory on the envelope. I know how to spell Mike's last name, which is Wynne, but I like to say Winnie sometimes.
Wait, really?
And
You've
so,
never called me Winnie.
Like in my head, I was saying Winnie while I wrote it, and so I wrote it wrong, and then I crossed it out of embarrassment because I do know how to spell your name.
So, okay, You can edit this out, but I have a story.
No,
so
this is stayed in.
You got on the subject of nicknames.
Yes.
Okay. Listener, friend of the show, Andy Warson.
We'll talk about him later.
Okay. So he asked about you coming to a brunch that we're doing this weekend or whatever.
And I said he's not coming.
I said, Luke, I'll ask Luke, but Odd is out of town.
Yes.
And he says, oh, does she go by Odd? And I said, and Audrey's not here to defend herself.
No, she's not.
But I said, well, I call her Odd. And I once asked her if it was okay if I called her Odd. And she basically gave me the answer that was like, I'll allow it.
For you. Only for you.
And so Andy then said, what would Bree's nickname be, like unauthorized nickname be? And I said, I don't know. Bree is a nickname.
It is,
I don't know. And he said, how about partner?
That's accurate. Just partner.
So
I was thinking B. You could just call Bree B.
I don't know that she would like that. Hey, B.
Hey, B. What up, girl?
What up, B?
What up, B? We've put her through the ringer already on the show.
This poor girl.
Partner it is. All right, let's move on to our Ask Us Anything portion
Yes.
of the holiday special, where friends of the show ask us questions about movies, holidays, or anything. And you guys took that literally. Remember, you can be part of the show by becoming a Patreon member, where you can get preferential treatment for your questions for us and feedback on episodes. So, are you ready?
Yes.
To deck the halls with these questions? All right, I'm going to start out with a movie-based one because this is a movie-based podcast. This is Scott from Melbourne. He asked, what's the quintessential holiday movie? And then I'll follow up this as a tag. Jim Hargrove also said, what is the best Christmas movie and why is it The Family Stone?
Jim told me last night that he didn't submit a question, so this is a pleasant surprise.
He came through right at the end here, so we added him. Yes, Jim, The Family Stone is one of the best. You can watch our Family Stone episode from last year. You can listen and watch that. I might actually repost that on the feed. Obviously, losing Diane Keaton this past year, I think, is going to make that movie even more emotional. Audrey said she's not going to watch it, and we usually watch it every year, but definitely one of our favorites. But Mike, for you, what is the quintessential holiday
first, let
movie?
me talk about The Family Stone.
Okay.
Never seen it. And Jim is going to be utterly disappointed because he was just getting on my case last night about never having seen What About Bob. So
it's double. Yeah. What About Bob? We'll definitely get Jim on and we'll do What About Bob because that was a big movie in my childhood. But I would say What About Bob is less of it's a more niche comedy. If you don't know about it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And before I talk about it, I will give you the answer to this question.
Yes.
But I've been on this podcast a few times since, and I've been quiet on this. And now that you're here in Grand Rapids, away from the evil empire.
Yes, we did move. If you didn't listen to our Stranger Things episode, we did move back to our hometown of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
It's time for me to address something.
Yes.
The Dark Knight is not a Chicago movie. And
it's all right.
I will absolutely die on this hill. It's not a Chicago movie.
Mike is angry because he wasn't invited to this.
I wasn't allowed to rebuttal this.
Yeah, he wasn't.
It's a crime against humanity that this individual claimed that The Dark Knight is a Chicago
I
movie.
claimed, yes, many of us claimed. Luke Sildano was a friend of the show. He was the staunch proponent of this movie, but also is from Chicago. So I think he has a right to.
Anyway, so quintessential holiday movie.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard because everyone will define the holidays through their own like experience of the holidays.
Right.
I'll be honest, like me growing up, Christmas movies as like a traditional Christmas movie, like let's say like Christmas with the Cranks or like no, I'm just saying like a Christmas movie, like movies that are
Cranks.
Christmas.
I couldn't believe I would not have predicted that'd be the first movie we talked about.
Well, listen.
I understand what you're saying. It came out when we were young. It was in.
No, you're not listening to anything I'm saying. Okay.
Active
movies that are about Christmas
Yes.
is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Are in my family not Christmas movies. Or they are Christmas movies, but they're not Christmas movies to us.
Yeah. Okay,
so
that makes sense.
To us, every Christmas we watched Star Wars.
Really? I didn't know this about it.
So me and my sisters, we would watch Star Wars together on Christmas.
I
And
love that.
so to me, Star Wars is a Christmas movie, and
Not the holiday special.
not the holiday special. And like, so like we would, and also Star Wars movies would often, when they would come out, they would come out close to the Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
it
that
made
makes
them
sense.
feel more Christmassy. And then it kind of expanded to when I got married to Shannon, and I started watching the Lord of the Rings movies and the Harry Potter movies. So like, to me, Christmas movies are like big epic films.
Yeah. Comfort, fantasy
Yeah, like
films.
so to me, like the quintessential Christmas movies, like what I think about when I think about Christmas movies is of course like It's a Wonderful Life and
Yeah.
all these great Christmas movies, Elf. All those are great Christmas movies. But what I want to watch in December when I'm preparing for Christmas are like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Die Hard, like
Yes.
big, epic, loud movies.
I love that. That's a great take on, I think, what a lot of people actually do as well. Friends of the show, the Feltons, Justin Felton, they watched they watched not only Lord of the Rings, they watched the extended versions every holiday,
same, of course.
and they would always fall asleep at a certain point. And I think that's true. Those movies that would come out in theaters during the holidays were watched during the holidays continuously. That's beautiful. I like that. I would say that's a really good take on quintessential because they're so rewatchable. I think movies that are about Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life is a big one. For us growing up, White Christmas is actually one that I love because I grew up, it was my mom's favorite Christmas movie, and I watched it with her a lot while we were making cookies. So that one is the one that stands out to me. It's 50s era musical, Bing Crosby. It just has all that Norman Rockwell styling of what a Christmas card Americana is.
Yeah.
I think all the 60s animated films, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all that the batchy animated stop motion stuff for me is quintessential Christmas because I remember watching those at my grandma's house during the holidays. So those are up there for me. But I think, to your point, the quintessential Christmas or holiday movie is the one you watch with your family. And I think that's the key point.
Yeah.
And that's why I love this season, because it's a movie season. Movies come out in the theaters. It's a big theater season, but also it's a time where, what are you going to do? It's cold out here in Michigan. There's 2 feet of snow outside and it's freezing cold. You're opening the presents. You're having maybe a dinner, but what are you going to do at the end of the evening? You're either going to go to the movie theater or you're going to watch a movie together as a family. So I love this season because of that. And I think the quintessential holiday movie is the one that you grew up watching and you watch with your family, or that gives you that comfort.
Yeah. And just to add on, so this is more of a Christmas purist movie, but like, so that was my experience growing up. Shannon and I have adopted what we would probably say is a quintessential Christmas movie for our family.
Okay.
So like me and Shannon, right? Because it was a movie we discovered being married. So we both discovered it together.
Right. So it's a new tradition.
It was not something she watched when she was younger. It wasn't something I watched when I was younger. And it's the original, like 19 something, like early, like mid 90s, or I'm sorry, mid 1900s version of The Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yes.
Which is just like a phenomenal, like wholesome Christmas
black
movie.
and white.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous film. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like the new tradition, passing it down. Great question from Scott and Jim. All right, this one comes from my sister Anna. And I think this is a good follow up. What are your favorite childhood holiday traditions, Mike? Drinking Sam Adams Winter Lager.
Winter Lager. Yes, I did that as a 8-year-old. So for me, Christmas morning in my house looked like it started Christmas Eve for us.
Okay.
So I have a big family.
Yes.
Like my mom's side of the family especially is just like, our Christmas parties would be like 40 to 50 people.
Convention size.
Yeah, seriously. And we would always host because we had a house that was big enough to support all this. And it was all, my grandparents were also local, so it was easy for them to get to.
Right.
So Christmas always started for us with a lot of screaming and yelling, getting the house together.
There we go.
And then
that feels
people
right.
coming,
That's familiar.
like the whole family being over and us hosting this awesome Christmas party. And then it would end with, we would do Christmas. My mom would buy us all like matching pajamas, or not even necessarily matching pajamas, but
like
everyone would get a
PJs,
pair
yeah,
of
Christmas
pajamas.
PJs.
We would wear them really just that night. And then we were not allowed to come down the stairs until my parents told us it was okay. So
Love it.
It started with us, the three, me and my sisters, sitting at the top of the stairs, like just on the top step, trying to like peer down. Can we see low enough to see the tree?
Yeah, like just doing some recon. Like, okay, what? Who has that gift? Is that for you or is that for me?
Yeah, and and there was big trouble if you went down the stairs early.
Love it.
Like we delayed Christmas one year because I was so excited. I went down.
Young Mike.
I saw got the hockey stick that I asked for.
Oh yeah, it's
so excited.
I
ran upstairs.
unmistakable
I'm like,
shape.
Mom, Dad, Santa got me the hockey stick, and they're like, he did what now?
I love it.
And
teaching morality, a great parenting moment there.
But then Christmas for us was just like super low key. All day we did nothing.
Because you had the big night, which now probably as an adult, you're like, yeah, your parents are probably exhausted from the night before.
Yeah, we're just like, so we just chilled all day, which was for me as a kid awesome because like I got all this stuff. I didn't really want to go anywhere. Like I wanted to play with
your toys.
For breakfast, Christmas morning breakfast in my family is crepes.
I love it.
It's the only time of year we get crepes. So we do crepes, and it's always a contest who can eat the most crepes. My sister Allison is the crepe maker. She is the expert crepe maker. There's a crepe pan.
There's a specific pan. Yeah.
And then my mom, I don't know why she did this, but my mom loved making huge, like very elaborate and expensive Christmas dinners. So like, I'm talking like prime rib and crab legs, like I
love it.
She would do like lobster or something like that. So like Christmas to us was just kind of like a very indulgent, like set of like 24 hours.
That's magical, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's so great. I don't know. We didn't really have a ton of traditions because I think we had different phases of childhood. We lived near family for a little while, and then we moved away from family. So we had more of an insular type of just us. And those are some of my core memories. We typically would have it wasn't a midnight mass, but it was a evening service at our church. And then we'd go over to a friend of the show, our friend Paul Knapp's house, and have this big Christmas Eve party, which I really liked because I was hanging out with my friend Paul and my brother, and we were just having a blast. And there was all these people, and we got to stay up late. And then we'd go home and have our family morning, which this was in Traverse City, Michigan. So it was always snowy and beautiful in my memory. And then kind of similar a thing. It was very chill Christmas and day. And then typically just hanging out, eating a lot of food, stuff like that. And, but those were kind of my core memories. I love the big like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then the chill Christmas Day.
Yeah.
No one wants to be driving around.
I really would love. I mean, it's tough. I'm realizing now with like families and stuff. I mean, we're about to have a kid, so it's like, how do we make sure that both sets of grandparents can enjoy Christmas with our kid?
Right.
But like, really, what I want my kids to experience is what I got to experience too.
But they can't fully.
Yeah.
But you guys can provide your own version of that.
Yeah, I know.
You got time.
Yeah.
The kids don't really know what's going on for a couple of years.
I don't know. I feel like
I've heard.
I feel like when I came up with I knew everything.
When did you? I'm curious because you had older sisters. You were the youngest. How long did they let you think Santa was real?
They tried hard, but I was stubborn. I was pretty adamant that I knew he was not real.
Yeah, that feels right for you.
And like I was just like, why are you guys lying to me? Like I know this isn't real. Like this is not real. And eventually one day I found verifiable proof that he wasn't real, even though like there was like clearly things they were trying to do to deceive me. So like one of the things my parents would do to deceive me, and my sisters were in on this too, was they would put a nail in the chimney, and in the morning I would come down and there was some red felt on it. So like, we tore Santa's.
Wow, that's a commitment to the bit.
So one thing I found was that we would do that every year, and we would always get them. So one year I put a nail in the chimney and didn't tell anybody, and there was no felt. So that was strike one. And then I found the wrapping paper in the basement, which I'm just like,
Guys,
heck,
come
guys?
on.
But
I
no,
can't
I don't
imagine young Mike.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I know that there's going to be mixed opinions out there about this, but
it's a hot topic in parenting.
we're leaning towards no Santa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things. Like I don't really like. I felt weird about being lied to about Santa.
Yeah.
Like my parents lied to me about this, and I was like, I was like telling them like, I know this isn't real. Like, why do you keep trying to?
It
Convince
is
me
an interesting tradition that way. I like the magical thinking of it.
Sure,
it was good. I remember my parents one time. One of my, it's funny that I don't remember the traditions. I remember the weird like anomalies of childhood Christmas. One year, for some reason, we had a tree that kept falling down. There was either too many ornaments or it was too big, and it kept falling down. And it happened twice, like in the middle of the night. And I remember everyone would got out of bed because we thought there was an earthquake in Traverse City, Michigan. It was just the tree fell down. And I think I don't know what happened. I'll have to confirm. I think my dad probably, in a fit of rage or frustration, just like brought the tree outside and threw it outside.
Oh,
because it kept falling down and broke half the ornaments. There was a spare fake tree in the basement, so we were okay.
Okay.
But I think they did this elaborate bit where that like Santa didn't know where the tree was because it was next to the chimney.
Yeah.
And then my dad went outside and made like hoof prints because they left a that's what it was.
Yeah.
They left a present at the tree and like that was thrown outside in the backyard. So there was like an extra present out there. So they went through this whole elaborate thing.
Yeah.
And I think maybe at the time I knew it wasn't real, but I liked to just play along with the bit. It was fun.
Yeah. There's a mystique to it.
Yeah, there's a mystique. Fun stuff ahead.
Yeah.
These are the big decisions in parenting, you know.
Yeah,
where to send your kids to
decisions.
schools, teaching them right and wrong, and then saying Santa, is he real or not? When do you tell them? These are the big things that define a generation. Good luck. Speaking of family, our friend from Italy, who's a recent mother, she asked, and I think this is she has there's a grandmother in the family. What are your Christmas ideas for grandmothers? This is from Vivi in Italy. Friend of the show, has been on the podcast.
Like gift ideas, or
gift ideas for grandmothers. I'm assuming that's to give to the grandmothers, the new grandmothers in her life because she's a new mom.
I think like pictures, right?
Yeah.
Like pictures of your child, like especially if they're like a first time grandmother.
Yeah.
That's probably like really special. I know my mom. Like my mom,
and she's a grandmother.
Pictures.
Yeah, of course.
Of
7. Going to be 8.
Soon to be 7.
Soon to be 7. Yeah, my mom's a grandmother of the 45.
45?
No, just 6.
I'm like, man, how much Jay has been cooking lately.
That's a great one. Pictures, like a framed photo.
Yeah.
Find a nice frame.
Yeah.
Because I think those like picture frame, like the digital ones are cool, but I think like a nice traditional framed photo.
Yeah, there's something about moms and pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Some dads are cool with pictures too, but like I don't know a mom who doesn't love pictures.
Yeah. That's a great one. I would say another one for grandmothers or new grandmothers. They're going to be very busy and want to be involved and help with the baby or the kid. And they a lot of times don't take care of themselves. So a nice like care basket. So like lotion, tea, like things that they can do to like take care of themselves that they wouldn't do for themselves.
Yeah.
You could do a gift card to like get a massage, but I think more of like actual gifts like tea, cookies, just a nice care basket. It doesn't have to be extravagant, but just to tell them, thank you for watching my kid. So my partner and I can go on a date for the first time in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, that's
good. Keep it simple.
That's good.
All right. This one's from John Ferris, a Southern Ferris. How do you gentlemen stay warm in the cold northern air?
Where's John from?
He's from Florida.
Oh,
he's a Florida Ferris.
One
of the dirty boys.
Whereabouts in Florida?
He is Fort Myers area. Yes.
No way.
Yep.
Hey, John Ferris. I spent some time in Fort Myers.
Watch out. You'll see him emerging from
the lagoons.
The lagoons
with all of the golf balls.
We call it, yes. Oh, yes. That's all the stories were. Yeah, we used to like swim around in like creeks and pick up golf balls with alligators. Like that was when they would tell stories. That's what I was like. They just like swim with alligators.
I lost so many golf balls down there in November. Anyway, how do we stay warm?
Well, I think the Sam Adams Winter Lager.
Yeah, Sam Adams. Thank you for
Cheers.
sponsoring the show.
Yeah, thank you for
Sam Adams.
spiritually sponsoring.
Samuel Adams.
Samuel. Brewer Patriot.
You remember the Chappelle Show sketch where they had Sam Jackson beer?
Yeah. It's so good. Oh, how do we stay warm? I think beverages, whether they're warm, they have to be warm.
Yeah.
The amount of tea that I have been drinking, it makes me happy, but it's like I have to continually drink tea. At my new place of work, we have we call it a tea stash. It's a corner of the office where we brought our own teas, and it's just like piles of tea.
Yeah.
So pounding the hot beverages or the amber beverages.
A good pair of slippers.
Slippers are key. That's good.
And especially like, I mean, everyone's got their preferences with slippers, but what I've found is I don't want a pair of slippers that I would wear outside because I don't want to bring outside inside kind of thing.
Yeah.
But a pair of slippers that I could comfortably run out to the garage to get something.
Yes.
You know?
Because what's annoying is you have to put on a full pair of boots to go get something, or it's that's one of the more annoying.
Like I wouldn't
parts.
take my dog outside in these slippers, but I would go to the garage to get something from the car in these slippers.
Perfect.
So a good pair of slippers is good. Blankets. Always need a few blankets laying around.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of good blankets. I feel like very cozy.
Yeah,
cozy blankets.
When you have a wife like mine.
Yeah, Shannon and blankets. I would say if I had a mood board for Shannon, like a nice blanket and a cup of tea would be high on those.
Oh
those
yeah,
lists.
the beverage part. So something we do is hot chocolate with Baileys. We love
delicious.
We love that.
Delicious. You get your dessert and your hot beverage in one sip.
Oh yeah,
that's good. I would also say, not to lean into this podcast, movies, friendship, conversation.
I mean, there's nothing that warms you up more than a good friend.
Amen. Oh, it's a handshake.
I was gonna hold your hand.
That was good. That was a good awkward handshake. I do have to say we did that, and I think the reason why John asked that question is because the promo video we put on Instagram was after we had gotten coffee before work.
Oh yeah,
and it was snow everywhere. So he's like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, "We're just surviving, baby, drinking coffee, trying to stay warm."
You know, you're not allowed. You can't be walking around your house, even though like your temperature is set to probably 73, 72 or whatever in your house, but everyone's different, of course.
Or 68.
Or 68. Yeah, well, that's close to where we're I mean, like it's about what you would set your house to in some cases, like in the summer.
Yeah.
You would never walk around your house the same way you're dressed in the summer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Totally. Totally.
Like the temperature is the same, but the dressing's
totally different. The last tip I have here is, and this is for, not just our Southern folk, but Northern listeners. Something that I've tried to do is just get 5 to 10 minutes of sunshine every day, especially if you work in an office. It's just get outside, get just a ray of sunshine or gray sunlight. And the way I've romanticized this is I put my jacket on and I pretend I'm working. I'm a secret agent liaison in Moscow, and I'm like going to meet my contact at a park and have a discussion. So that's how I frame it. That's how I have to romanticize me just trying to get sunlight every day.
I've really got into house jackets too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like, you know how like in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, he comes home.
Kind of like what I'm wearing right now.
Similar. Yeah. And he like puts on his house cardigan, it seems like.
Yes.
Yes. So like I have, we call them shackets.
Perfect.
So like a shirt jacket.
That's a great one.
Like a nice heavy flannel jacket.
Wow, this is pretty good tips. We just rattled those off.
I know.
That's called living in the North.
Yeah, the links in the description.
Yeah, we should. This is a great episode to have sponsors.
Affiliate links.
All right, next one, we've talked about him, friend of the show, Andy Warson. This is a 3-parter, I think.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, here we go. What is the most overrated and most underrated part of the holiday season? That's the first part one. We can just do that.
That's part one.
Let's do it quick on this.
Okay, overrated mulled wine.
Overrated eggnog.
Yeah. So beverages.
Beverages, underrated for you?
Underrated giving presents.
Ooh, giving.
Yeah. I constantly underrate that.
Underrated, I think the movies. I think it's one of the best.
Yeah, it's one of the best movie times.
Best times for movies, both holiday, Christmas themed movies, but just movies that are coming out. It's just it's a great movie season. All right, here's part 2 of the question. Is the cup of coffee on a cold, snowy Christmas morning the best cup of coffee in the world? And if not, what beats that?
I mean, like I understand what he's
Congratulations,
asking.
you did it. The best cup of coffee. It's a little elf quote for you.
Listeners, I wish you guys knew Luke in college because he had a Buddy the Elf costume that he would wear in December to Michigan State basketball games in the student section. And he would actually play like the role of Buddy the Elf, like way too bubbly and happy the whole time. And the cameraman at Breslin knew you guys.
Zach Hall, friend of the show, was the director.
He was the director? Oh, no wonder. I did not know this.
Yes, so that's part of the reason why. But yes,
oh my God.
This is when I had a lot more energy and less responsibility. But a couple seasons in a row, I would be in character the entire game. So not just the game, I would leading up because you back in the day you had to wait in the line to get into the zone. So you would be outside for like an hour in the winter, and I would stay in character so much. This is really stupid that you have to cross a big main road to get to the Breslin Center from my dorm. And I jumped, just like in the movie, I jumped the crosswalk markers, like Buddy the Elf, and stopped traffic because I wanted to play in character.
So I gotta continue this thread for a second. You can edit this out. I don't care. Okay. But Luke and his friends had an ongoing bit at the basketball games, and you would never see this on TV because it was really just during commercial breaks. Yeah. But they had an ongoing bit, and I was at the game, so I knew this, but I didn't sit with you guys. Or stand with you guys. But every time the camera in the stadium would hit you guys would freeze.
We were called the freeze crew.
Yes. And the camera crew, I guess in this case, Zach being the director, was trying to would always try to catch you guys off guard.
Yes.
So the camera would hit you guys would freeze, and then it would stay there for a second, and then it would come from another angle right away, another camera or whatever. And I remember one particular game, and you probably remember this game. You guys, they kept coming at you. They came at you like 8 consecutive times from a bunch of different angles, and you guys were on it. And then they go away. Okay, they go to somebody else and they come back to you right after, and you guys are high-fiving and you're moving, and then all of a sudden somebody points at the camera, and you guys are all and then you guys all freeze, but you're terrified.
Yeah. Because we got caught with our pants down.
It's one of it's like the funniest mental image I have ever from a Michigan State basketball
because it was
game.
a full bit. There was multiple angles. People were cheering, and it was this whole production like we had planned it.
Yeah.
And then they cut away to another person. We get excited, and then Zach, God bless him, cuts back out of revenge, and then got us.
Oh, God bless you, Zach Hall. I did not know that you were behind that.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense, though, right?
It was one of the, I died laughing at the game.
Shout out to all the Freeze Crew alumni. You know who you are, and God bless you. So cup of coffee, I would say every morning is my favorite cup of coffee. I love, and you can listen to our coffee episode on Least Important Things, and you would definitely describe it all. But definitely love that first cup of coffee. That is definitely one of my adult traditions that I love the most. Is the
first cup. That first cup. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I think you guys camp, a camping cup of coffee is pretty good.
It's actually tough. It's kind of stressful because
making the coffee
is not super easy.
I would say I'd rather have a fall cup of coffee. I like a walk on a porch, preferably on a lake, or tailgating.
A
I like
fall cup of
so you can
coffee.
see the steam.
Yes.
So I think that's better.
I
Sorry,
agree.
Andy.
Yeah, I don't think it's the
I-
Christmas cup is good.
It's
though.
good, but it's not peak.
No.
I think it's outdoor. You're drinking coffee, and you see.
You got your house jacket on.
Yeah, perfect. Yes, house
You
jacket
make
on.
your cup of coffee and you walk out onto the porch and it's just a bit of a snap in the air,
just that like.
but it's colorful.
Yeah,
And you just kind of take a sip and then you just take a deep breath.
and you're like, I think I'm gonna rake some leaves. There's a football game on later.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start a bonfire later. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's like it's that just like
That's the
cozy.
best cup
You
of
don't
coffee.
got a lot going on, but you want to do some. That's it for me. I agree.
All right. What's the third part of this?
Goodness gracious, the third part. Oh, says Andy. And what are your thoughts on Elf on a Shelf? Is it a
It's
fun?
freaking weird.
Okay, freaking weird. I think the elf is weird. I like the magical thinking and the playfulness of it, of the tradition. I've heard much. I'm not a parent. From coworkers and colleagues, it's a lot of work apparently.
Yeah, it is. It's
So
involved.
I don't think adding that onto a list of things. I think the effort to the outcome ratio is not there for kids.
Yeah, I think in kids they see it less as like
I really
a
like that
fun
we've given
thing.
so many parenting tips, and
Yeah, we both don't have kids.
You're about to have a kid, but you still aren't
I don't
technically
know
a parent.
I would just speak at like my experience with the Santa thing. Like it feels like being lied to, for me. And I think like as a kid, if like I think back like about the naughty nice list kind of thing, like, if that's the elf on the shelf's responsibility, like one as a kid, it's just performative, which to some parents, that's all they care about. Just like be performative good for a period of time. But then also like, it doesn't help. It wouldn't help me feel like, the magic of Christmas is any bigger. It would really just make me feel like Big Brother's watching kind of thing.
Yeah. It's maybe Bell Schneekle. Maybe we'll do Bell. Shout out to Connor Simpkins, my brother-in-law. A couple of Christmases in a row, he would do the Bell Schneekle Dwight Schrute from The Office and do the full bit until he did it when we had our first niece, and it scared her, and I think the tradition stopped.
Oh,
no. It was that good. All right. Speaking of Zach Hall, we have a Zach Hall question.
Okay.
Hey, Luke and Mike, what's the best book you read in 2025? What's your biggest takeaway from it? I'll take this one. I finally read Project Hail Mary, which is the follow-up to The Martian, written by Andy Weir. I read it, one, because my persistence from my brother saying it was way better than The Martian, which I was like, really? Because The Martian's really good. But I mainly decided to read it this past year because the adaptation is coming out in the spring, starring Ryan Gosling, and I was blown away. The biggest takeaway from it, we really don't know as much as we think we know, and that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. And there's hope, and there's hope. There's hope for humanity. There's hope for the planet. There's hope in how we connect with each other. Even if we view someone as different or as alien, there's hope in a shared unity of problem solving, engineering, and science. So that's my takeaway for my big read. Been a tough reading year for me. So my goal for next year is to really dive back into reading and get more books. It was a good movie year for me, though.
Yeah. I'm just looking through the books I read this year. I'm not a prolific reader. Shannon is. Shannon will read like between.
Yeah, our wives are our wives can read books like we can watch 90s action movies.
That's right. I think I only completed like 3 books this year.
That's okay.
Which is fine. I'd say I guess the one I rated the highest was, I guess I rated them all the same. Okay, so the book that I guess I finished it really early in the year, so I'll try to remember.
Yeah,
but
it still counts.
It's called The Demon of Unrest.
Oh yes, I also read that this
Did you?
year. Yes,
I really liked it.
Loved it.
So my favorite genre is narrative nonfiction.
Yeah, we're the same on that.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought you were more of a fiction guy.
No, definitely a nonfiction guy.
Okay.
I've been getting into more fiction lately, specifically 70s spy, like slow
Nice.
spy, dad spy movies.
So
books.
yeah, I really like that book because I really love stories about the Civil War, and I thought it was
And one of your favorite authors, my favorite authors.
yeah, he is my favorite author.
Eric Larson.
Yeah, I'm rereading one of his books right now.
Oh, really?
I'm rereading Thunderstruck, and it's again.
I see.
It's
I haven't
just
read Thunderstruck.
So
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, pretty much he writes anything, and I read it. He did write one novel.
I didn't know
it's
that.
a ghost story.
Ooh.
In only audiobook form, because all good ghost stories are only told verbally.
Yeah, they are.
That's why he only
really
it.
That makes sense. I mean, it is a narrative storytelling.
Yeah.
It is auditory storytelling.
So if you're interested in really good stories about American history
that don't feel laborious,
yes,
as I use a big word to describe
it's
that.
very character driven, and
Right.
the characters are real people.
They are. Yeah,
So-
he writes from the characters, the human perspective. It is definitely a human.
It's a long book
focus.
though.
Yeah, it's a good one. That was one of my favorites as well. Caitlin Veenstra, my cousin from Indiana, says, "What's your most memorable white elephant / Yankee swap gift?" Did you ever do white elephant growing up?
I
or
did,
anything?
and I have a funny story about this. So I was an RA at Michigan State for a couple of years, and we did a white elephant for just among some of the RAs.
Oh, just your internal group.
Yep.
Okay.
And the rules were, which I hate when they add. I actually don't really like Yankee swaps
don't
because
either.
nobody follows the rules.
No.
So, but anyway, the rules of
Michael
this
Scott.
thing were, because we're all college students, like just bring something from your room.
Oh, that's great.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what it is traditionally. It's go in your basement or your attic and pick something.
Yeah. I'm probably going to get some haters for me on this
No.
one. So I
got my iPod.
I got this idea. I was like, well, I'll do this as a bet. I will bring my trash.
It's so you.
But that won't be my gift. It'll just appear that it's my gift. And instead, my gift is, once the whole thing's over, I'll say, hey, I'll actually swap any duty night you want.
Which was when you have to make the rounds around the dorm late at
so
night.
I was like, I'll take a duty night from you, and
which is actually a great gift.
We can either trade or I'll just take it from you, no big deal. And yeah, it's a good gift. And honestly, like they all turned against me, like, which like I can understand,
happy.
they probably like their thing was like, oh no, like now you're seeing our reaction, you think it's like this is you trying to cover up that you brought your trash or whatever, and I'm like,
no, I planned this.
Like, yeah, I planned this. No, you didn't. I'm like, all right, cool, man, whatever. So that's the most memorable because like
everyone turned.
It backfired, and what they ended up doing was they
dumped the trash on you.
No, they conspired to make sure I ended up with the trash.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I give them props for that.
So you got your own trash.
Yeah.
You filthy animal. We used to do White Elephant with friends of the show, the Feltons, at really the perfect time to be doing White Elephant, which is high school, middle school, early college age. We had about like 5 or 6 years where we did it. It was our 2 family friend groups, and then like there was randos. Like I think Caitlin came to one maybe, or I don't know, she heard about it. Some legendary, just laugh out loud, like weird dolls, like some of the best White Elephant gifts I've ever seen. One from Curtis Felton that is the most memorable that I've ever seen, but I'm not going to share that on the show because it's for Curtis's. It's his story, but I've never seen the reaction to any White Elephant gift like Curtis's, and if you were there, you know what one it is. However, Justin Felton, our dear friend, as you would expect, had some pretty amazing White Elephants.
I'm sure.
One that I opened, which was perfect, was a massive, like movie poster size printout of him making a silly face, and just it was just like photoshopped of his face over and over again. So it's just this huge, massive poster of just Justin's face, just duplicated over and over again. Just
like Andy Warhol style.
Yeah. Just it was unbelievable. And he's like, actually, it was pretty expensive because I had to go to FedEx, get this huge, massive print. That was one. And then there was a huge frame poster of a cat laying down in like a sensual pose, like the George Costanza laying down. Like it's framed like that, but just this massive white hairy cat.
Nice.
That was another.
Why is it that the Feltons would of course be perfect?
Yes.
At this,
there was a lot of creepy dolls, though. I would say.
Oh yeah,
just the creepiest dolls. I think there was one that was so creepy that we ended up just like lighting it on fire and throwing it in the snow because I think my brother was like, "This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen." Yeah, it was so much fun. All right, Angela from the Bay Area asks, "Have you ever visited the Home Alone filming locations?" I actually have not, and even when I lived in Chicago, I didn't because it was out in the suburbs. I don't know if you have, Mike.
The burbs. No, I've never.
But that house goes up for sale like every 5 years, and it gets a ton of social media recognition.
Yeah, I grew up in a neighborhood very similar to that.
Grosse
Point. I haven't been to those locations, but
you get that neighborhood essence. Yeah. You got it. And then her follow-up question is also, what do you think Kevin's dad does for a living?
Yeah, so being that I grew up in a neighborhood like this, I have a few like legitimate answers, right? Like everybody wants to do like the nefarious stuff, like, oh, he's probably in the mafia or something like that. And maybe he is. But like he's probably a doctor or an attorney, which my dad was an attorney. Or, we had a sports agent that lived on our street. At one point in time, Dominic Hasek owned a house on our street.
Yes, that's a hockey goalie for the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, he was a Detroit Red Wings player. So
finance.
Some guy, some finance guys, a lot of attorneys and doctors.
Yes, probably. Friend Holly from Canada, the Great White North. She responded back to me because I shared this question. She said, "We all know Kate McAllister is the breadwinner in that house."
Yeah,
which I think says it all. This next one is from our friend of the show, Jim Hargrove. These are his other questions.
Oh my god!
So I know Jim and Andy really came through. They not only had question, but they had multiple questions. He asked, "Which reindeer is the best reindeer?"
Rudolph.
I think Rudolph is. He
saved Christmas.
No
other
Christmas.
Reindeer.
I'm trying to think of a comp for the NBA. Like he's Robert Horry. Like he's like hitting a 3-pointer in the finals, but he's not the best player on the team.
Actually, is he Scottie Pippen?
No, because he doesn't even play. Like that's what I'm saying. He's either off the bench or a rookie. Like what like rookie came out of nowhere? Maybe like Kobe's rookie year. He had a very specific skill set.
LeBron?
No, because he has a very specific skill set. He comes off the bench.
Liam Neeson?
He's like a kicker. He's like a really good kicker in the NFL.
No, he's not.
I guess we don't know what happens afterwards. We don't know his.
Is he Tom Brady?
Yeah, he's Tom Brady. He's Tom Brady. Drew Bledsoe goes down in the playoffs.
Yeah.
In the snowy New England weather versus my beloved Oakland Raiders, Rich Gannon team. He comes in and somehow wins the game and ruins the Raiders' chance at a Super Bowl. And that's a great, so he's the Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he was the best.
Okay.
He's the most famous.
He's Tom Brady before 2009.
Yeah. Who's Randy Moss in this what Randy is Blitzen? No, Blitzen would be
Blitzen's Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Cuz he'd be Blitzen.
And then Jim also asked, what was the first song ever sung in space? He said there's a real answer. So I guess I'm going to have to look this up.
The first song ever sung in
space. I'm assuming it's Happy Birthday or something like that.
Mary Had a Little Lamb, because Mary Had a Little Lamb is the very first ever recorded song that Edison recorded on the phonograph. So the very first ever musical recording ever is Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, it was Jingle Bells.
We should have known. Well, my fact is cooler.
That's way cooler. Sorry, Jim. Daniel Steven from the Stuck on Sorna podcast, great friend of the show. And of course, Daniel's going to not only bring a great movie question, but it's not going to be about
Right.
the most famous movie. It's going to be about a sequel, probably the lesser lauded sequel
Right.
of a beloved franchise.
Right.
And he, of course, asks / says, I think Die Hard 2 is a more Christmas film than the first one. Do you agree? So on brand
Yeah.
for Daniel.
So like, I understand. I meant to research this a little bit before
I turned it on last night and actually watched the first half of this
Okay,
movie. So
so
I feel
I
pretty
know
good.
that it takes place in an airport at Christmas time.
Yes.
And like they really try to, more so than the first movie, they try to play up the Christmassy part of it. I would say, I mean, I understand Daniel's point of view on this. I love Die Hard.
You
too.
love Die Hard. It's one of your favorite movies.
I love Die Hard and Die Hard 2. I mean, like there's
we should probably do the full.
a full Die Hard like rewatch.
There's 5.
Something like that.
I think we should do it.
Isn't Shia LaBeouf in one of them?
No, the guy from the Mac the guy from the Mac commercials, Justin Long.
Oh yeah.
Justin Long. God
Oh,
bless
we
him.
need to get Zach Long on the Zach
Zach
Hall
Hall
out here for an
for
accepted.
live free or die. Oh, accepted or live free
Oh,
or
yeah,
die
Live Free or
or die hard. Zach, you're gonna be coming on Live Free or Die Hard. We got you penned in for Live Free or Die Hard.
Sharpied in. I look, I'm not going to argue with Daniel on this because I think there's a good case. For
Yes,
it.
yes. It's more Christmassy. There's snow. There's a lot more Christmas elements
Yeah.
where the first one is like it's an office Christmas party. That's the only in the ho ho ho. That's the only like those references are the only real.
Right.
And it's in LA, so no offense to our California listeners and viewers, but it just doesn't feel Christmas to me.
Right. Yeah. The only reason you know it's Christmas is the Christmas party and Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC, which is my favorite Christmas song.
Great one.
Just saying.
Great one.
But anyway, I am a firm believer that there are 2 types of people in this world. There are those people who believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and then those who are wrong. So I am a firm believer that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And if Daniel wants to make the case that Die Hard 2 is more of a Christmas movie, then I'm game. I'm
That's
game
even
to
better.
hear
That
Yeah.
helps. Like
that helps my argument.
About your argument. Yeah, it is.
And now it's a Christmas franchise
I think that's the real because I think that argument's over
with Die Hard 3 or the third one.
Well, no, because that's a summer movie that
Right,
takes place
yeah.
in the summer. But I think the debate of is Die Hard a Christmas movie is over. I think everyone has universally accepted that.
Well, because the people on my side are really loud and obnoxious about it.
It's because it's movie nerds and movie bros. I think, and as we've gone, as we explained at the start of the show, a Christmas movie doesn't have to be set during Christmas or about the holidays. It's how you make it and the traditions you
True.
have. And I think if your tradition was this movie takes place at a office Christmas party, Christmas Eve, and you want to make it the movie you watch during the holidays, you can do it. I think Die Hard can be watched any time of the year.
Yeah.
Because it's a great movie. I don't think it needs to be tied to Christmas. Whereas Miracle on 34th Street, I wouldn't watch in July, probably.
No.
So that's the only, on the other side of the argument, that's the only one I have is that it's not, you don't have to watch it during the season.
Yeah. I'm willing to
enjoy it.
accept Daniel's position that Die Hard 2 is a
I think they agreed. I think the aesthetics of the movie with the snow and everything
snow.
is,
Yeah.
and I have to shout out at least that plane sequence was shot in Michigan, in
Oh, was
Alpena,
it?
Michigan.
Alpena.
Alpena, Michigan, and at
Got
the
it.
Air Force Base in northern Michigan. So I have a soft spot for Die Hard 2
Northern
because
Michigan.
of
There we
that.
go.
They were authentic. They're like, we're gonna shoot in a cold climate. But I think that's a great take from Daniel. I won't argue against it. I think it's more Christmassy. I think Die Hard is the better film
Yes.
to watch.
Yeah.
If you're gonna watch one of those two every year,
Die Hard.
you're gonna watch Die Hard because it's so rewatchable.
Yep.
A great question. All right, Mike, we're gonna finish on another fantastic holiday question here from Evan. I'm already laughing. From Evan Blost in Chicago. Here we go. If prime Mike Tyson got hit with a shrink ray, and there was a 3.5 feet, and he was 3.5 feet tall, how would this Mike fare against a fight against the normal Mike? they are both dressed as Santa for the sake of Christmas.
Oh, that changes everything. See, here
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking that I was not dressed as Santa.
Yeah. Okay. So it's prime Mike Tyson
3.5 foot
Three-
tall.
against today's Mike Tyson. Normal to Mike Tyson.
So
both
okay,
dressed as Santa.
here's what I have to assume is that he's proportionally like Mike Tyson.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he's like a hobbit.
Yeah. So like,
I don't know that much about boxing, but I assume part of boxing is I know has a lot of it has to do with
reach. Yeah.
That's why I would say today's
I think
Mike
I could
Tyson.
win because there'd be a lot of kicking for me on this.
But you can't kick in like traditional boxing.
He didn't ask for a boxing match, did he?
I'm assuming it's a boxing match.
He didn't say that. He took the time to measure out that I'm dressed as Santa, but didn't say anything about it being
I think it's presumed
match.
they're in a ring. Was
it presumed that I was dressed as Santa?
Yeah, this is on Netflix. This is a bit honestly. Mike Tyson would want to do this if it was possible. He would like, I could make a lot of money doing this. I don't need to fight one of the Paul brothers to like make money. This would be the real money maker.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
In a street fight, I would get prime Mike Tyson any day, even if he's 3.5 foot.
No, in a street fight, I'm taking Mike Tyson. But if it's a boxing match, I mean, I still like my chances, but I don't know. I'm not really a fighter, so
No, these are two Mike Tysons facing each other.
no. I thought it was me versus Mike Tyson.
No,
I don't think. I think it's me. Wait.
if prime Mike Tyson got hit with a shrink ray and was 3.5 feet tall, how would current day Mike fare in a fight against little Mike?
I'm current day Mike. I understand the question now.
Oh, I understand the question now from your side. Oh, he might have meant you.
I don't know.
No, now I think he did mean you.
Let's answer both questions. So I'm taking full size, fully aged Mike Tyson.
I think he did mean you. Now that I read it, but I originally read it as like the two Mike Tysons.
Yeah,
who
I'm
face each
taking
other.
full aged, fully sized Mike Tyson over 3.5 foot.
Okay.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Dressed as Santa.
Okay.
Me versus Mike Tyson. 3.5 foot tall Mike Tyson. I'm taking myself in a street fight.
Okay.
In a boxing match, I'm taking split decision.
Love it. I'd watch that. I'd be your trainer. I'd in the corner. Like, you got him. You got him. You got him on height. You got him on height. Adrian. Cut me. That's a great question. It was a double question within the question.
Yeah, it was good.
Amazing. I think that's the way we wrap it up.
That's how we.
I mean, one of the most festive questions you could have. It was amazing. Thank you everyone for submitting your questions. They were all over the board, but that's just how we like you here at Least Important Things. This wraps up or unwraps our first ever lit holiday special. We hope you loved the episode. We'll hopefully do this next year, and we hope you enjoy your time with your family and friends this holiday season. We'll be taking a short break and returning in 2026 with new rewatch episodes, discussions, and more. So stay tuned and stay subscribed. Mike, have a happy Christmas and a merry holiday.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Harry. See you next year, friends.